Hi, my name is Charles Jakey, and it's my pleasure to be introducing Cielo at 300 Bloor Street West here in Toronto by Collecdev. In this presentation, I'm going to show you how Cielo's distinctive world-class design and rare, highly sought-after location make this an incredible opportunity for end users and investors who are looking to add a landmark address to their real estate portfolio. Let's start with Collecdev's origins and its long history as one of Toronto's most influential real estate companies. Collecdev develops condominium communities and is a subsidiary of Shiplake, which focuses on rental apartments, retirement residences, and hotels. Shiplake was founded in the 1960s and is celebrating its 75th anniversary this year. They were one of the pioneers of Toronto's real estate boom, and they built entire suburbs like the Don Mills suburb or Yonge and Davisville Village. They built the RioCan Centre and sold it to RioCan. So as you can see, Collecdev and the team behind Collecdev is one of the most sophisticated in the industry, and they've put together an all-star team for Cielo. ERA Architects is Toronto's most sought-after heritage conservation architectural firm. Next, Janet Rosenberg is Toronto's preeminent landscape architect. And then there's KPMB. KPMB is a Toronto-based international architect specializing in culturally significant orchestra halls, museums, art galleries, and Ivy League school campus buildings. They've also done a number of standout projects along Bloor Street, like the Gardner Museum and the Royal Conservatory of Music. KPMB has designed a remarkable champagne-colored tower, as you'll see in our renderings. Here's a south-facing rendering showing Cielo on the left, looking over the heritage-protected University of Toronto towards sunset views of the Toronto skyline. That's Spadina on the right, which is Toronto's second widest boulevard next to University Avenue. KPMB has designed a unique effect into the facade of the exterior so that it looks like it's two tones of color when really it's one champagne color, and it'll look darker or lighter depending on the angle from which you're looking at the building or the angle of the sun throughout the day. Here's a perspective looking northwest, and you can see this stunning architecture with what looks like those two color tones with the single color. Looking at the tower, you'll also notice that it seems like there's no balconies. That's because the balconies are concealed. Almost every suite, in fact, comes with a balcony. Also, a 19th century church like this might be expected to be seen in major European cities, but it's rare in Toronto, adding to the uniqueness of the design of this exciting new community. This is a perspective from Huron Street, which features the quiet residential entrance. Bloor Street is on the left-hand side of the screen. As you can see, the tower is engineered to cantilever over the back of the church, so it's set back from Bloor Street, which means more privacy and unobstructed views to the east and west, because future projects will be right on Bloor. The red brick, which you see here, is office, and Collecdev is giving that back to the church, and that'll have the main entrance off of Bloor Street. The office will be leased out and be used as a revenue source for the church. The glass windows you see here are residential, and this is a good angle to see the true champagne color of the metal exterior of the tower. The covered driveway entrance to the right is the porte cochere. To the left is the lounge next to the lobby and the concierge. Here's a perspective looking north across Bloor Street and towards the office building to the left and the church on the right. In between is a 4-story atrium. That will serve as the main entrance for the office space. The church will have this new entrance off of Bloor Street. While two of the church's facades will be maintained, the rest of it's being completely rebuilt. And on the bottom left, you can see a retail space that we're showing as a luxury cafe. So as you can see, the exterior design is outstanding, and what you'll find is that the interior finishes are also top tier. Here's our rendering of the Stratus collection in the upper tier of the tower. The only upgrades shown here are the pattern of the flooring, because the herringbone isn't standard, but the engineered hardwood floors are standard. The gold kitchen faucet, and the Sub-Zero wine fridge. You see, the standard wine fridge is actually going to be in the island, and where you currently see the wine fridge, that's going to be a kitchen pantry. The kitchen has 30-inch Miele appliances integrated behind the cabinetry with a 24-inch dishwasher. The kitchen island also has a stone waterfall on the sides, which you can see here comes standard. Suites are designed with acoustically engineered demising walls, which means that you'll have more privacy here at Cielo than in other condo residences. Here's a rendering of the Tier 1 Cielo collection, which are located up to the 20th legal level. The flooring pattern here is the only upgrade, and the standard material here is LVT, or luxury vinyl, which is very durable and an upgrade at most other condo projects. The kitchen here is smaller, So the fridge is 30 inches, but the rest of the Miele appliances are 24 inches. And as you can see, there's no standard kitchen island in these suites. The standard washroom at Cielo includes a frameless glass shower, a large backlit mirror with a medicine cabinet, and a one-piece toilet, as you can see here. The amenities at Cielo are largely focused on interior and exterior terrace and lounge spaces, but we also have a concierge, a gym, and a guest suite. Here's a rendering showing the gym on the 5th floor, which has unobstructed south views with the city skyline. Also on the 5th floor, we have a large south-facing lounge with a gourmet kitchen behind the fireplace that you see here. On the 8th floor, there's a north-facing dining room. That opens up onto a large outdoor terrace facing north over the heritage-protected annex with the treetop unobstructed views. A 30-story tower like this would normally have around 400 units, but we've designed the upper floors as larger suites with less units per floor, which means there's only 284 private residences at Cielo, making it a tower with unobstructed views in every direction, but all of the benefits and discretion of a boutique building. Bloor Street is Toronto's most prestigious street, and Cielo is walking distance to the world-famous Mink Mile. Here you have global fashion houses, Canadian flagship stores, and they're some of the largest in North America. The Christian Dior store is 13,000 square feet, making it the largest in North America. The newly renovated Hermes store is 12,000 square feet, and second in size only to Las Vegas. It's the same size as the Hermes store in Beverly Hills and the one in South Beach. These global luxury brands are making big investments in new and renovated stores in Toronto, just steps away from Cielo. Condominium residences along Bloor Street are rare. Between Mount Pleasant to the east and the junction at Bloor and Dundas to the west, there's only 10 Bloor Street condo buildings, including those built many years ago with only a handful of units. Yonge Street, by comparison, in the downtown has 22 towers on Yonge Street. Yonge and Bloor has a radius of urban density booming with some of the city's current and future tallest towers. There's currently 5,500 condos in Yorkville, and that's set to more than double with an additional 7,600 units underway. And that doesn't count future development sites. Cielo's location has room to breathe, and it's a convenient walk away from Yorkville for those who want to be close to the action but don't necessarily want to live in it. And as you can see here, Cielo is bookended by the internationally top-ranking and heritage-protected University of Toronto to the south, and the heritage-protected and highly educated and affluent Annex neighborhood to the north. The heritage protection in either direction essentially means that future developments can only happen along Bloor Street. And this means that Cielo's rare location has a lack of supply now and for the long term. This also means that there will be fantastic unobstructed views for the long run in every direction. Next, let's go through the views from Cielo's 15th floor, which is halfway up the building. Normally a tower will only have 1 or 2 unobstructed views, but as you'll see, Cielo has amazing views for the long run in every direction, which raises property values for the entire building. Here's the heritage-protected north view over the annex. These large heritage homes are beautiful up close. So the lower floors at Cielo, looking over them, and the neighborhood's mature treetop canopy will be remarkable. Here's the view looking east towards the Yorkville skyline, which will light up at night. The unobstructed view you see here facing south over U of T is for the long run. You can even see the lake behind the skyline to the top right. Here's the west view. As you can see, because Cielo is set back from Bloor, you have great views to the east and the west. Here's a map from the 2016 Canadian Census showing household incomes. The darkest neighborhoods have the highest household incomes. So if you're looking for an apartment in the downtown core with the highest household income, you can see the annex is it, as it's the furthest south into the downtown core with the high over $200,000 per household income. The OECD has a membership of 38 of the top countries in the world. Out of all the cities in those countries, Toronto has the most post-secondary degrees per 100,000 people. In this chart, we show how Toronto stacks up against other cities in North America. So Toronto has the highest level of education in the world, and the annex is one of the most highly educated neighborhoods in the city of Toronto, as you can see from the chart here on the bottom, also from the 2016 census. So if you're looking to own real estate in a neighborhood in Toronto with the best education, the annex is it. Cielo arguably has the best transit connection in the city. That's because we have the 224. 2 subway stations within a 2-minute walk that go in all 4 directions. That's the St. George and Spadina stations. Also, if you look at case studies around the world of world-class transit systems, you'll see that Budapest in Hungary has the best streetcar system in the world. And that's because their streetcars are in dedicated lanes, which means that car traffic is separated from streetcar traffic, just like on Spadina south of Bloor. So the Spadina streetcar line south of Bloor is fast. It's essentially like an LRT, and it's only a 2-minute walk away from Cielo. And we're calling it the Entertainment Express. That's because you have stops at Harvard Village with all of its great restaurants, Chinatown, Kensington Market, Baldwin Village, Queen Street West, King Street West, the Rogers Centre for Blue Jays games, and the Toronto Harbourfront. It's like having a 3rd subway line, but it's faster because you don't need to go underground. You can just hop on and off. So we have a north and south line, we have the east and west line along Bloor Street, and we have the Spadina streetcar line. Let's hone in on a handful of new buildings in the city for an interesting exercise. What we found is that proximity to U of T drives pricing. Take the recently occupied Theory condos, for example, at 203 College Street at Beverly. This is a new condo with no balconies, located on the south side of U of T, directly across from campus. It's currently trading on the resale market at the highest price per square foot for a mid-market building in the city at over $1,600 per square foot. Now let's take Museum House. This is a luxury building across from U of T, but on Bloor Street, like Cielo. That's trading at $1,800 per square foot. Now let's compare these to the iconic One Bloor East. This super tall tower at Yonge and Bloor is only trading at $1,300 per square foot. And how about Yorkville Park at Cumberland and Bay Street? This new community is only trading at $1,400 per square foot. So if you're looking for a new pre-construction opportunity right next to the University of Toronto with unobstructed views, the gap between your investment amount at Cielo and these resales is negligible. Now let's look at rental rates right next to U of T. This chart shows rental rates at 203 College Street, and as you can see here, being right next to U of T is driving the rents in this building to the highest in the city at over $6 per square foot. 1-bedroom plus dens are renting at over $3,200 for 530 square feet. 2 bedrooms are renting at over $4,800 for 685 square feet. And 3 bedrooms are renting at over $5,100 for 775 square feet. These tenants are competing to get into the building and are paying for an entire year in advance. Here's a map from Blog.to showing rental rates at subway stations throughout the city. These include old rental apartment buildings. And as you can see, Cielo's area, right next to the St. George station, has the highest rental rates in the city. UTS is Toronto's most exclusive private school, and it's right across the street from Cielo on the south side of Bloor. It's not the most expensive private school in the city. It runs at $30,000 per year with a $7,500 initiation fee. But it only accepts 100 students per grade based on their academic achievements. It's for students in grades 7 to 12 and was originally built to ensure the students' entry into U of T. But top students from this school actually attend Ivy League schools throughout the United States. This brings us to the University of Toronto. U of T was rated the best university in the country by Maclean's magazine with their yearly report for the 6th consecutive year in 2021. The library is the 4th largest in North America, and U of T is number 3 in the world for research and number 2 in North America, second only to Harvard. And as you know, research and innovation are what drive universities. There are close to 100,000 students that attend the University of Toronto, with 63,000 right next to Cielo at the St. George campus. 22% of those are international students who are paying between $40,000 and $60,000 per year, and whose parents would happily pay top dollar to make sure that their children are located in the best building and are as close to campus as possible. Those families will often also prefer larger suites so that they can have their own bedroom when they come to town and visit. Before we wrap up, it's time to go through the floor plans. Our Stratus collection is our upper tier of the tower, from legal levels 21 to 29, with only 8 residences per floor. As you can see, the smallest types here are 2 bedrooms over 700 square feet, with 3 bedrooms on the corners at around 1,100 square feet. Our Cielo collection is on legal levels 8 to 20, with 13 residences per floor. And the sizes here range from 450 square foot 1 bedrooms in the middle to 2 bedrooms over 700 square feet on the corners. As you can see, what we have here is a rare architecturally distinct residence located on Toronto's most prestigious street in an area that's heritage protected, which constrains future new condo housing supply, with the best transit connection in the city and across from the top university of the country, walking distance to the Mink Mile with unobstructed views in every direction. So this is an opportunity for the sophisticated real estate investor to add a truly unique, premium property to their collection. The best way to get involved in this exciting opportunity is to contact your VIP realtor, who will work closely with our team. On behalf of Collecdev, thank you, and we'll see you at Cielo.